everyone is in a different stage of AI knowledge, right? We work with some newsrooms where they may not be working a lot with AI, so we're happy to start with the beginning and then also work with the most advanced. So let's start with the beginning. What is a GPT and how can you create one? Because you're doing that with clients, right?
Yeah, we're doing it a lot. And what I hear people say all the time is AI didn't work for this, or I tried this and the results, like I tried to do this for prospecting and I didn't get very good results. And the question I always ask is, did you do that as like a chat or did you actually create a custom GPT? What's a GPT? And so basically, if you look on the left panel on your AI tool, you'll see a thing called Explore GPTs. And they basically are a thing where it's like an app that you can use to be able to include as many instructions as possible, upload files that explain and give source material to the AI. So every time that you have that task, that thing you want to do, you don't have to explain who you are again, what you want to do. You just put the information in, like put the link to the story in, or you attach whatever file is going to make sense for you to attach based on the job that you want it to do. So if it's like an SEO optimizer, or you want to create social media posts, or whatever the thing is you want it to do, you provide enough instructions. Like when we do them, we write like 1,000 to 1,500 words. It can be up to 8,000 characters. So whatever that equals in words, it's long though. And you want to be as detailed as possible. And we always, if it's like a slang for sales, we always include media kits, proposals, or it's for editorial, we want to include like a handbook or examples of social media posts that like are really good. And so all of that can be really efficient and very helpful. And we just have found that the outputs are so much better because you can add like a back and forth in. So like you add your link in, so in the AI machine, you can tell it to say, hey, ask me a question like, who is this for? Or who's the intended audience? Or whatever would make sense there. But they're very effective and we're doing them over and over right now for clients. It's a great way of sort of using AI.
That does sound great. If I were to describe it in other terms, is it kind of like a mini database?
Yeah, it's like a mini database or like a little like mini assistant who can do a very like specific thing for you. Yeah, you probably hear the term like AI agent, and people are using like the idea of a GPT with an AI agent where it can do like work for you like all the time. And these are the things that are part of our jobs and that we need to do. And we often tell people like this gives you a base of what to do with this. It doesn't necessarily mean you should be copying and pasting things, but it definitely like gets you going. And the goal with all this is we want to create more time. We actually built one recently where I believe that it saved 20 to 25 minutes per thing that they were doing. It's basically like this copy and paste job from a PDF into WordPress. And it is such a faster process. And it's now for every story they're creating. I mean, it is like equaling up to hours and hours kind of like each week. And if we can find those like needles in the haystack, like that's a huge win for a media company.
Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of examples like that. And remember the days when there were newsroom assistants, right, who did that, and now we're finding a way to have that done through AI. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely.